5,000 years ago, on the dusty plains of Kurukshetra, two massive armies stood locked in a tense silence. The world was on the brink of a devastating war. Positioned directly between the two front lines is Arjuna, the era's greatest archer. He asks his charioteer, Lord Krishna, to drive their chariot into the perilous, empty space dividing the combatants. Looking across the field, Arjuna doesn't see a faceless enemy. He sees his beloved grandfathers, his revered teachers, and his cousins. Instantly, his body gives out. His skin burns, his breathing turns shallow, and his legendary bow slips from his trembling hands. Today, a psychologist would look at Arjuna's symptoms and identify the state of cognitive dissonance. This is the intense psychological friction that occurs when a mind tries to hold two entirely contradictory beliefs at the same time. Arjuna's identity is defined by his duty to fight for justice as a warrior. Yet, fulfilling that duty requires him to kill his own family. Every possible choice feels like a catastrophic moral failure. The text that documents this event, the Bhagavad Gita, serves as a record of a crisis intervention. It attempts to answer an intensely human question. How do you force yourself to take action when your mind is completely paralyzed? Operating like a seasoned therapist, Krishna bypasses the emotion entirely. He intervenes to reframe Arjuna's basic perception of reality. He introduces the concept of the Atman. A human being consists of a temporary physical body and an eternal, invulnerable core. Just as a person removes worn-out clothes for new ones, this inner core simply discards a broken body to take on another. This perspective shift directly targets Arjuna's paralyzing guilt. If the core of a person can never be destroyed by weapons, fire, or time, then Arjuna is not the ultimate cause of their end. By stretching Arjuna's timeline of existence from a single physical lifespan into eternity, Krishna neutralizes the immediate biological panic. He gives Arjuna the mental room to make a decision. With the terror of death addressed, Arjuna still faces a second block. He is hesitant to take action and bear the heavy consequences of whatever happens next. The ancient text provides a specific rule of conduct for this exact hesitation. It states, "You have a right to work, but never to its fruits." This is the operational framework of Karma Yoga. It demands the execution of duty, taking necessary, selfless action, while stripping away attachment to the outcome, whether that is success or failure. If you fight for personal glory or out of fear of losing, your mind will be occupied by anxiety. But if you focus entirely on the execution of the task itself, offering the work as a duty without demanding a reward, your mind remains insulated from that stress. In the 20th century, leaders managing massive social changes relied on this exact logic. Mahatma Gandhi adopted this philosophy to maintain his own psychological endurance while dismantling an empire. When you stop worrying about the final result, you stop trying to control the uncontrollable. That release of pressure is what allows you to perform your duties with clarity. But intellectual logic alone rarely breaks a deeply entrenched ego. To address Arjuna's belief that he is the one controlling the fate of the world, he needs a shock to his system. Krishna grants Arjuna divine sight, revealing the Vishwarupa, his universal form. It is a revelation of scale, a singular entity spanning the entire cosmos, filled with thousands of faces, arms, and celestial weapons. Looking at this infinite expanse, Arjuna realizes that the enemy warriors are already rushing into the blazing mouths of this cosmic entity. The outcome of the battle has already been decided by the universe itself. In the midst of this overwhelming vision, Krishna identifies himself with a singular, direct statement: "I am time, the destroyer of worlds." That specific cosmic realization echoed into the modern era. Theoretical physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer famously recalled that exact line from the Gita in 1945. As the mushroom cloud rose over the New Mexico desert, the first nuclear detonation provided a physical reality to the ancient concept of world-ending power. The overwhelming vision serves a distinct purpose. It dismantles Arjuna's belief that he is the one in control, shifting his role from the architect of destiny to an instrument of a higher, unstoppable design. The vision recedes. Arjuna is left awestruck, but his previous delusions of being the ultimate architect of the future have been removed. Krishna returns to his gentle human form. He issues his final therapeutic instruction: abandon personal labels, drop the anxiety of ego, and surrender entirely to the greater order of things. The crisis resolves. Arjuna reaches down and picks up his famous bow. His mind is quiet, and he is finally ready to act as a selfless vessel for the work that must be done. When anxiety paralyzes you, the ancient prescription remains remarkably sharp. Detach from the results. Recognize your place in a vast system.